episode of Ghost to Have Sync. This is episode number 111. This week in we covered the Lost City.
Yeah, you totally don't sound like we just had to do this over again.
As always, I'm your host, David.
I'm Stuart.
I'm Ben. I'm tired.
Oh, Ben, why are you tired?
All right, screw it. Nobody cares. You know what? Ben, shut up. All right, outside the movie of the week this week, Stu, did you see anything else?
Not really movie related, but I saw this a while ago, and I wanted to bring it up because it was just so fantastic what I witnessed in person. So, and this is nothing movie related or media related. This is just a slice of life related.
Ooh, welcome to Slice of Life with Stuart Yang.
Yeah, welcome to the Slice of Life with Stuart. I was at the grocery store getting, some stuff, whatever, sorted things, food, other stuff. Checking out at the counter, got my stuff up on the little belt thing. Then a couple walks up behind me, probably like a late teen, early 20s couple who looked like they were like straight out of like 2002 or something, just the way they were dressed. But like the girl had like one of those like jean skirts and like a bright pink, like you could probably imagine the rest.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so they're late teens, early 20s couple, but they look like they're from 2002.
Their fashion sense was pulled from like 2002.
All right.
So
it's vintage, okay?
Like they would have been teens back then, on like TRL or something. But anyway,
so they're wearing Sublime shirts and stuff like that.
That's 90s, you idiot. Anyways,
no, it was trendy in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Anyways,
did they say
David,
to you, looks like you're having a party?
Oh my god.
No. So I have my stuff on the thing and the little separator thing because I'm a good boy. I keep them separated. And and then what they place on the belt as their sole purchase, their sole item they were buying is a box of condoms. And I was like, not even like a little like fluff to like kind of like, you're basically letting everybody know. There's no other thing anyone could conclude from the fact that the only thing you are currently purchasing is a box of condoms.
Hey, they don't dance around it. All right, they got straight to it. I like
paper or plastic, obviously latex.
I mean, would it be better if it was a box of condoms, a giant jar of mayo?
Yes.
Any bacon other item, and a loaf of bread.
Any random combination of items you could possibly have at a grocery store. The answer is
cucumbers.
Yes.
A bag of cucumbers.
Yes.
Okay.
A bag
That's
of
a little too on the nose,
bananas.
It's got to be really either condoms and a diaper and a bag of diapers.
They might as well have just shouted to everybody in the store, "We're gonna go fuck now."
My parents are out of town.
So
isn't there self-checkout or
not at not at this one.
Wow.
That'd be funny if they were really like, we don't allow self-checkout for alcohol or condoms.
Or it's like alcohol, they got to come over and check, and then it's not reading the barcode. Price check.
For a box of condoms, extra small.
Hey, you're supposed to say bag. That's a different price.
So that was like a little fun thing that I saw, and I've been dying to tell someone. So,
well, you heard it here, folks. People, have some shame and buy anything else. Buy Pop-Tarts with it at least.
Even just like one of the concession things at the front, like a little pack of gum.
What if all they had left was like, I don't know, $14 for that was it for the condoms, and that's all they could afford.
$14.
I don't know. They probably pulled their piggy banks together.
I got a condom guy. You can get a better deal than that.
You holding?
Yeah.
What are you buying?
You got any used?
Okay. All right, moving on. So nothing else movie related.
For some reason.
No.
Hey, there could have been a movie involved with this.
That's true. I mean, they could have gotten the back of their Suburban there and started filming. I don't know.
Or, hey baby, come back to my place. I got Scooby Doo on Monster Island.
Jeepers. Ben, what about you? Did you see any movie or non-movie related?
I recently finished the TV show series, or the first season of Peacemaker. Did any of you catch that?
Oh, that's
the
what's his
HBO
name?
one, right? Yeah, John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena.
No, I haven't. I have heard about it, heard of it. I haven't started watching. I don't know if I was gonna watch it or not. But
should we?
Yeah.
I thought it was enjoyable. It wasn't like the best TV show out there, but it was good enough to pass the time. It was a little hit and miss with some of the humor. I don't know where you all would land with it. It's definitely one of those shows with like quirky types of humor, but interlaced into that is definitely some very graphic hyper violence. So take from that what you will. But I think it was still pretty good. I think John Cena did a really good job being a leading man and showing a lot more range, and had a lot more time to shine than he did in the Suicide Squad.
How does it stack up with a TV show like The Boys? I know it's not obviously apples to apples because we're talking about, but it's almost like another superhero team up. Also, kind of like very dark.
I wouldn't say it's dark. I mean, just because it is, just so grotesque with all of its violence, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a dark show. If anything, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I would say it's a little lighter in tone, just because it deals with it deals with a lot of issues in a comedic way, I guess. Not so much a la The Boys, where there's like it's more of a insidious undertone of like how society works with The Boys. This one is more dealing with mental issues and whatnot, and is very personal to John Cena's character, so it's more of an introspective look at him rather than this is how society is and this is what you're living in, right? It's just a very sad look at this guy's life and what he kind of deals with.
Does he also say that Taiwan doesn't exist in this show?
Yeah, he says it in perfect Chinese. Yes.
I love China.
China.
Hi, China.
Hi, China. Our great imperial occupiers, whatever.
But, occupators.
Occupators. They get their own term now. For me, that kind of had a busy movie week. So I wanted to watch the U.S. soccer.
That's not a movie.
The World Cup. Hold on. And so I had to subscribe to Paramount Plus for a month to watch that. And so I was
time out. Golf and now soccer.
What?
Who are you?
It's the World Cup.
Wait, David, who won? Was it Mexico or Portugal?
I forgot the name of the guy.
They have all your favorite stars like Ariaga 2, Ariaga, and Pizzoza.
How many times did you watch that clip to memorize it?
I don't know. How long has it been out? It's been a few years, right?
He hasn't stopped watching it.
It's my text message notification.
So for anybody who's following, the U.S. has won. Pretty much they're in, as long as they don't lose 6-0 to Puerto Rico. I forgot.
Now I know how Thomas feels when we talk about basketball.
Wing passes to center.
Passes back.
Holds it.
So for this past weekend, I watched the 355 because that was on Paramount Plus. I also watched Rumble, the Will Arnett the animated film.
Just trying to get
Also saw
your free subscriptions worth.
Infinite. Yeah, dude, I got my money's worth for sure. And then there was also this movie with what's Dax's wife's name?
Dax.
Who?
The comedian. I forgot
Dax
his name
Shepard?
already. Yeah, what's his
Kristen
wife's name?
Bell.
Yeah. So there was a movie called Queen Pins. I watched that. It's about like uh couponing, but she gets caught by the FBI. It's actually kind of funny. It also has what's his face in it. I can't remember. Dude, I just watched a lot of movies over the weekend. But yeah, so that was I watched quite a few. They were actually not bad. I actually watched Jackass Forever again. Still funny the second time around. But yeah, definitely got my money's worth for Paramount Plus. So that was my weekend, and then of course watch our movie of the week. Yeah.
I mean, since you brought it up, this is not a very graceful segue, but
Okay.
I just want to give a shout out to Ben for dropping Chris Paul.
Oh yeah.
He basically saved my playoff hopes.
Well, because John Morant went down, and then all of a sudden Chris Paul picks up the mantle. It's gonna be great.
So,
all right, we're going to the box office rundown.
Thank you, Ben. And I'm sorry to
I want
other two guys in this podcast who are no longer in the playoffs.
Dude, you're lucky you're not facing me.
I was not expecting to get by Sean, but apparently Sean's team is worse off than mine was.
Yeah, and Evan's team tried their hardest to make this not a contest, and then all of a sudden made it a contest. I would like to thank Kyrie Irving for screwing me super hard.
He lured you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, 6 for 24.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you play like 15 games a year.
Dude, the previous two games, not to derail this, but literally the previous two games, he shot like maybe a shade under 50%. I was like, okay, if he goes out there and shoots 12 times, that's fine. Whatever. Goes out there and clanks the first 8 off the backboard. And I thought Russell Westbrook, thank you also, Ben, shout out to Ben for dropping Russell Westbrook, who did his darndest to try to get me past the first round. Because he actually shot almost 60% from the field. So thank you, Ben, for being so charitable. A little too late. That's all I want to say. So I actually have a question, and also for Ben. Did you guys ever win the like regular season hat?
I think I won it once, but I think that was a year where it's like, oh no, we're not doing hats for that.
Not that mattered. Did you end up winning that season?
No, I don't think so.
So you know how it feels for me being having everything line up, and then it just like it comes down to like one guy was like, I'm not feeling like playing back to backs this week.
It's the end of the season. I'm done.
Yeah, because I don't know.
I had the opposite because I don't know if you remember that one year, the infamous year where Sofa King was just dominating everybody.
Oh yeah, and he had Kevin Durant, and he had like the Warriors on his team.
Yeah, he was just crushing everyone all year, and then I met him in the finals, and I beat him. Or no, I think I beat him in the finals. Yeah, so that was good for me.
So you guys actually prefer to have like the randomness of the last 4 weeks of the season, or would you guys prefer that we pushed it forward? I know this is not what most people come to our podcast for, but who's coming to this podcast for us anyways, right?
Yeah,
this is our podcast. We do what we want.
This is for us, made up for us by us.
By us. I don't know. I've been like kind of tinkering with you, thinking I was like, maybe I should like talk to Orville. Maybe we would propose moving the playoffs earlier on, so that way there's less randomness, because like I'm pretty sure I still would have probably ended up losing anyways because Giannis decided to sit back-to-backs, but he wouldn't have sat back-to-backs 3 weeks ago. He just started doing that because they're close to the playoffs and they don't want to get him hurt, so they're doing rest and all that kind of stuff. But
I mean, it's a thought. It's a thought, but it's also I think it's at the same time that's part of how you construct your team to begin with, in my opinion. But
I mean, as long as I think that there's an argument for it, I just was like thinking about. I was like, I wonder who else has felt like maybe it starts our playoffs start too late. Like I feel like I've been seeing so many people like, oh, just won my fantasy championship, and I was like, what the hell? We just started. Like we haven't even. I'm pretty sure I'm still fighting. And Orville really needs to fix these headlines. He was like, it's such a close race for most dominant team. I was like, no, it's not. Unless
I am the most dominant.
Exactly. And I'm going to lose in the first round. Thank you very much. Damn it. All right. Whatever. We're going to move on.
I'll just say that even though it was nice to win last week, I don't think I'm going to make it much farther. So
I wanted to drop Kyrie Irving. I was so mad because I'm like, you know what? You should just go sit in the corner and think about what you did. But then I'm pretty sure Orville will be like, oh, you're trying to stack teams or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm just mad at this one dude.
Is he one of those undroppable players?
No, he's not undroppable.
Okay.
But,
all right, that's the last of this topic.
Yeah. Whatever. Kyrie, suck it.
I think Ben's crying in the corner.
No, I've already accepted my position.
No, because actually Ben's helped 3 teams out, right? He helped Sean's team by dropping Cade Cunningham out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Dropped Russell Westbrook. And then I can't blame Ben for dropping Chris Paul. There was a high possibility he was just going to wait until the playoffs. So
wait, you can't blame me for dropping Chris Paul, but Russell Westbrook was like, "Oh my god, I can't."
Oh no, that made 100% made 100% sense. Like there was no reason why you shouldn't drop him, but he happened to fit in the team comp I was looking for. I was like,
what, the worst team in the
I
NBA?
don't have any turnovers.
No shooting threes and then tons of turnovers.
You know, I don't have a guy that's shooting below 10%.
Dude, I swear, I really thought this was my 1 year I was going to win because I thought I broke the code.
We said that every year.
No, I don't. This was the first year that actually happened. The other year was when Kevin Love was in his rookie season. I had him, and then he got hurt in the middle of the playoffs. I was like, oh, that's it. Lose. All right. Box office rundown. Number 1 is our movie of the week, The Lost City with 30 million. Number 2, The Batman with 20.4. Number 3, RRR with 9.5 million. Number 4, Uncharted. I'll get to the name. Don't worry. Number 5, Jujutsu Kaisen the movie with 4.5. Ben, are you okay?
Yeah. Oh man, I just got PTSD whenever you say that because I keep thinking you're going to ask us to watch it or something.
Jujutsu Kaisen the movie.
Yeah, I mean, David, if you want to watch it, I will pretend to watch it with you.
You'll stomach it, you mean, and watch it for the 3rd time. Number 6, X with 2.2 million. Number 7, Dog. Number 8, Spider-Man No Way Home, which is surprisingly still in theaters. Number 9, Sing 2. And number 10, Infinite Storm. Dropping out of the top 10 is Death on the Nile and The Outfit. Stu, you had me pause really quickly for RRR. Which is a fictitious story.
Wait, is it a pirate movie?
It is not. No, God, then it would have been. I would have pronounced it as
R.
Yeah, and it is not rated R. It's rated PG-13.
What is there anything else this movie can do to subvert expectations?
It's also it's a Bollywood movie.
It's also those backwards R's from Russia or something.
There's an Enye over all the R's. Or a tilde. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but apparently this has been a hot movie. It's number 3. But yeah, any comments, questions, concerns? Ben, do you think your movie Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be?
David, you could just drop the facade, man. It's been 5 weeks.
All right, so let me just tell you, I'm the one who's propping this up. I put in $4.5 million this week, so it's
You put in $4.5 million into that anime movie? What the fuck, man?
You're welcome, people.
It's a lot of it's a pretty big.
It's a lot of ramen packets. Well, it was mostly done with proof of purchases from Cup of Noodles.
Oh, okay. You got like 1 million cup of noodle, and you get
eating a lot of that. Sodium intake through the roof. All right. Any comments, questions, concerns? At that? No.
When
okay.
When will I don't know. I don't know when is Spider-Man just going to stay in theaters until the next Marvel movie comes out, excluding
it
Morbius.
might as well. Why not? I mean, it's making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Is Morbius considered a Marvel movie?
No.
Actually, I don't know.
Because they every time I see that commercial, it says brought to you by the production house that brought you Spider-Man No Way Home.
Let's just say the next Phase 4 movie.
So that would be Doctor Strange, right? In
Yeah.
July?
Is it just going to be out until then? I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. I mean, why
it's
not?
It's getting pretty close, but you would have that would mean that Spider-Man No Way Home would have to pull in less than $500,000 for them to drop out of the top 10. Yeah, by the way, yesterday was the Oscars. I remember, Ben, you were saying that it's going to be irrelevant in about 5 years. It's now back in relevancy because of an assault on the people's champion. I don't know. What would you call Chris Rock nowadays?
I would just call him Chris Rock.
Okay. Yeah, he got. If you're not following any social media whatsoever,
you live under a rock.
Or if you listen to this podcast, you probably need this update. Chris Rock had Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. That's the best way to put it. For making a G.I. Jane joke about
what the fuck
was that?
Sorry, I sat on something.
Was it?
Was that like a child's toy? Like
I was really hoping. Why did that happen at the beginning of the segment so that way we could just use that sound forever?
It's a Tamagotchi. What is that?
This is our episode sponsor, brought to you by
Jujutsu Kaisen O, the Tamagotchi.
See, that didn't even fit. That didn't even fucking fit, and you just wanted to say it. You just got to get it out of your fucking mouth, didn't you? You just got to say that fucking weeb movie over and over again. We get it, David.
What are you gonna slap me, Ben? You gonna slap me for that?
Yeah, huh? That fucking movie's name out of your fucking mouth. All right?
I thought you were gonna say Jujutsu Kaisen-O's, like a cereal, like a cereal brand.
Tastes extra weeby.
Yeah, you know that taste.
Right now, to me, it's just like this. It's like the Spider-Man meme where you're pointing at each other. Like, you're the weeb. No, you're the weeb.
And it's just Ben pointing at a mirror. So, also there was another tragedy. I know this isn't movie related, but we lost the lead drummer to the Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins, over the weekend as well. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I didn't heard about that. It was like, well, two things. So I'll say one thing because you mentioned two of those things, and I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit. The whole thing with Will Smith and Chris Rock, like, man, I feel like I lost a lot of respect for Will Smith in what he did. I don't know how you guys felt about it, or maybe you don't care. And I kind of don't care too.
I was super surprised by it, but I also thought it was like, I get it that you want to defend your wife. Absolutely get it. But like going up there kind of, I don't know. I agree with some of the other pundits when it feels like it took away the spotlight from Questlove and like his win.
I didn't even know that's what it was.
Documentary.
Yeah. I mean that too, but like, I think had he just slapped him and then gone and sat back down, I don't think it would have been such a huge deal. But because he was clearly in his feelings after that, like you could tell, like he's like genuinely upset, like screaming at him. Like I was like, oh, this is not a good look. So,
but then he wins Best Actor,
which is also like that's kind of tainted now. Like nobody's gonna remember that.
Because nobody will remember his like sob speech, but they will remember Venus Williams' nip slip.
Wait, hang on, Venus Williams' nip.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Where can I?
It's like a car wreck. I can't look away. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why the feed kept cutting in and out. They kept going to the Oscars logo, and then Irene told me, she's like, I'm pretty sure I saw Venus Williams' nipple. And I was like, what? And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go to Twitter. Twitter obviously was still on fire for Will Smith slapping the crap crap out of.
Hang on, guys, shut up. There's more important things to talk about.
And so I was, I saw one of the guys I follow for like movie news, and he goes, "I can confirm there was a nip slip. The Oscars are back." So apparently we need violence and nudity at the Oscars for it to be relevant again. So this has brought a new lease on the Oscars life for at least the next 3 years.
They did it. They saved the Oscars, and it only got the second worst ratings in all of Oscars history. That's amazing.
The worst award show, second worst award show, but best UFC moment.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd been better if he just headlocked him. Did you see what happened after the in the middle of the Lakers Cavaliers game after LeBron dunked on Kevin Love?
Oh yeah, he was just clowning on him.
Obviously, but I feel like Will Smith should have done that.
And that probably would have been, probably would have been perceived more as like a staged like thing, just kind of like, just palling around or something.
It's funny how people kind of forget about what Will Smith has done in his like his movie catalog. Somebody was like, you know what, he should play Muhammad Ali, and I was like, dude, there was a movie he played Ali. You idiots.
You fucking TikTok Zoomer, get out of here.
Yeah, I was like, what? And they're like, oh, you should play a boxer. And I was like, one of the greatest of all time, you mean? But then also at the same time, there's but yeah, like I don't know what's gonna happen to the Academy, but they do not condone violence, but
they will definitely award it though.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, not a good look for the Fresh Prince.
Well, that's why it's not called the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's just called Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah, now it has to be dark and gritty. Okay.
Any other movie things you guys wanted to talk about?
Channing Tatum is in the top box office twice.
What was the first time?
Dog.
No, he's number 7.
Oh, wait, he's also in that movie?
Yeah.
Wait, what movie? Dog? Oh,
Dog.
That's right. Where he's the dog
and also Sing 2.
Wait, he's in Sing 2?
No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, okay, I gotta go, guys.
Wait, you've already seen it twice. What do you mean you need to go?
Well, I need to appreciate it more. Okay.
I didn't realize that lion number 3 was Channing Tatum.
When I was watching Rumble, I was super surprised some of the voices that are in there. If you check out the cast list, it's Will Arnett, Charles Barkley is in the movie, Terry Crews, Stephen A. Smith's in the movie. It's a hodgepodge. But Stephen A. Smith plays himself just by a different name. But all right, let's just jump over to our movie of the week this week, The Lost City. Ben, since you screwed up and told us which movie to watch, we had to replace it. Tell us about
it. When Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum.
Wait, it's going to be a speed movie, I can tell.
Oh, you wish.
Me too.
This congeniality with Channing Tatum.
When Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum embark on a mission into the jungle, and well, let's be honest, I kind of lost focus after he took his shirt off. I mean, have you seen that? Oh my god,
that was like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
I know. It's just after that, it's just man, it's just
Ben was screaming the words "rewind."
Blur. Oh my god, it's just Channing all over my Tatums.
Just a big brick of meat.
Oh, and what a brick of meat! Oh my god, did you see it, David?
Yes, I saw the movie.
Did you see
like,
both
all
of his
those
nipples?
leeches
Oh
were...
my god!
I feel
did you watch The Lost City or did you watch Magic Mike?
I couldn't tell after a while.
I feel like Channing Tatum could play the role of the guy in the movie Space Mutiny that derived all those names that I used.
You know, I actually would unironically watch that if he did do it, because I feel like he would put like 110% into that.
Yeah.
Please bring
I
it
should
back.
try to get it like a Kickstarter. I don't know. Is Kickstarter still a thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just get like a thing for that. Try to see if I can get that greenlit.
Space Mutiny with Channing Tatum. All right. If you don't know what this movie is, well, do you think it's accurate to call it Dora the Explorer meets National Treasure?
No.
It's more like just Dora the Explorer 2. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, close enough.
I mean, they have the same goddamn title, don't they?
And the Lost City of Gold.
Well, almost the same title, I guess.
All right, so Ben, thoughts on the Lost City?
You know, it was a movie that during the viewing, I'm like, yeah, Channing Tatum, we could get over here, get that ass over here. Oh my god! But you know, when the movie finished, had some time to think about it. I'm like, you know, it's definitely not one of those movies that you're gonna really think about later on. It's definitely just something that you would watch, like kind of in the background, if that. And I don't know. I guess it's kind of frustrating because like it had some good moments in it, but it definitely had some really, really, really terrible moments also. So
Is it when Channing put his shirt back on?
oh man,
That's when he put his pants back on.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't watching.
I walked out as soon as it wasn't full frontal.
Yeah, I just kind of clicked off when that happened. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there was like a semblance of a really cool movie hidden in here. You know, that you definitely see a lot of traces of it hidden around, and you know, Daniel Radcliffe, I think he did a knockout job. Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, they all three of them, I thought were really good. It's just it felt like there was definitely a lot of filler for this movie. You know, it's like we really need to buff this out to I don't know how long the movie was, but it was definitely like thinking is the movie over yet a lot of the time. So yeah, I mean there's just a lot of little side adventures from the side characters that even like looking at it in the entirety of the movie, it's like what the fuck was that all about? What was the point? I feel like I didn't get any good jokes or anything out of that. There's nothing enjoyable that these side plots had that contribute anything to the movie. So yeah, it's a little frustrating. I did enjoy the chemistry that Channing Tatum had with Sandra Bullock, and I don't think this is really a spoiler because he was in the trailer, but Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Oh my god,
why are you so handsome?
yeah, he really blew his load a little too quick. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would probably give it a 4 out of 10.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Stu, salvage this rating for us.
Ouchies.
Play your little clip, Ben.
Yeah. Press the little button on the thing again.
Yeah, push the button.
Ouchies.
I still need to go back and rewatch that show.
Was it The Incredible Melting Man or what was
that?
it?
Was one of them.
Okay.
I forgot what the guy who says ouchies was. Forgot his name.
The He-Man dude.
Yeah, he was the something. Is he just like the nude? I don't know. Hang on, everybody. This is gonna bother me now.
Action League.
Action now. The Flesh. I think that's what he was.
The Flesh.
He was just naked. It was just a naked action figure. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. These types of movies, I mean, they're kind of like throwaway movies. I feel like where you kind of just like what do they call them? Kind of no brainers. Just kind of like fun, whatever. Just kind of fun throwaway. What big who cares? But I still thought it was pretty enjoyable for even for going into that. That's what I was expecting. And that's what it was. But I still found it pretty enjoyable. I like, the humor was there, the chemistry between the actors was there. Um, and yeah, as you said, mentioned Daniel Radcliffe was like way out of he's like way out of the league of what this movie was as far as his acting. Um, but yeah, it was enjoyable. I don't know how long it was, but it probably could have been a little bit shorter, even though it was probably already pretty short. But I did give it like a 7 though. So no, but it's weird. It's like I don't want to give it too low of a score because it's not like I hated it or didn't like it, but it's also like not it's just one of those movies where it's like I can't really give this like
it doesn't
9.
break into like the top like
Yeah,
10%
it's
of
average,
movies.
70%.
Yeah.
It's a C. It's a C. It's a C grade. It passes.
Like it could have easily ended up on Disney Plus. It could have been easily on Netflix.
Yeah, it could have been like straight like a Netflix movie, which
Yeah. That's the way I feel. I thought that Ben was kind of revving up to give this a 69 out of 100 just because of Channing Tatum. But I feel the same way, right? The same things that I got from watching Dora the Explorer and watching like National Treasure and all these like kind of like looking for like buried treasure kind of things, movies. It's fun. It's kind of like a time waster, right? It's like, oh, I got an hour and a half to kill. What movie would I watch? Yeah, sure, I'd definitely be okay to watch it again.
Want to go spend $13 on a soda and popcorn? All right.
Sign me.
Well, you're mostly there just to eat the concessions. The movie just happens to be playing.
That's really what it was, to pass the time.
Mm-hmm.
Although I was out of popcorn in like 10 minutes. So
that's the reason why you should go to the Alamo, because they will deliver more popcorn to you.
Yeah, I'm going to spend $40 to go see a movie I could see for free. With my Regal Unlimited pass.
I'm Dr. Explorer.
For me, Stu, I agree with you. I would give it like a 7. It's not. I didn't hate it. Definitely had its good. It was good pacing. I didn't see any of. I tried to stay away from the trailers. I had no idea Brad Pitt was in it.
What?
Yeah. So
he's like my favorite.
Imagine my surprise when he shows up. I was like, man, that guy's voice sounds just like Brad Pitt.
Who's this beefcake?
I know. And then wowza.
Only Brad Pitt could make Channing Tatum blush.
I think he made his entire body turn red. But yeah, chemistry was great. Daniel Radcliffe's character reminded me a lot of. Did you guys ever watch Now You See Me Too?
No, I've made it clear as to why I think that's a stupid movie franchise.
Yeah, and I have too.
I couldn't help but not see it.
Oh my god, they did the magic trick. But it's a movie, you fucking idiot. It's
CGI for whatever fucking reason. Even though it could not be CGI.
It's magic.
Also, whose fucking idea was it to call it Now You See Me 2? It's fucking Now You See Me and the sequel. Now you don't. You fucking assholes.
I have clearly struck a chord. This is what I'm here for. All right.
I think striking a chord is a good thing. I think you struck a nerve, is what you did.
No, I know what I said. I know what I did. You need to keep the podcast spicy.
Mamma mia.
All right. I don't know if there's too much in the spoiler zone, but I guess we can go over there if there's something you guys want to talk about. But these kind of movies, they kind of don't have a lot to spoil, I guess. I mean, you kind of have an idea of where they go for the most part. But yeah,
I mean, I think one thing I appreciated about the movie, unlike other similar, what I'd probably consider similar, or like the contemporary movies, like the one we just watched a couple weeks ago. What was it? The Atom Project, or anything else that's like on Netflix, like the other Ryan Reynolds movie, The Rock. What's that one?
Red Notice.
Yeah. I feel like in this one, they didn't, and I also had this thought in the back of my head, but I feel like they didn't like try to cheapen it with like, oh yeah, it's just Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock and a green screen. Boom. it looked like they actually shot out on a location for a good portion of it. But then I also was thinking, like, I wonder if people make these movies just so they can go to like a tropical island paradise for like and be paid to do it for.
I need a
few
budget
weeks.
to go to the Amazon. Why? Movie.
We're making a movie. It's called hang on. It's called
Something's lost.
the,
And it's
the
city.
the city's Lost City.
The city of Lost. I mean, Lost City. Excellent. Oh, that sounds good. All right. How much do you need? It's $120 million.
200, 300 million?
That's too much. Half.
But yeah.
Okay, done.
I did, like, appreciated that. And
yeah,
then,
like for Channing Tatum films, I know I joke around about just getting
love
his
Channing
hard
Tatum,
glistening body. Yeah, go ahead, Benton.
But
aside
from that, I do feel like Channing Tatum is a good actor, unironically. Like he always plays, or there's a lot of films where he plays like someone that's just really fucking immature and stupid, But he also has
like 22 Jump Street.
Yeah, like he always goes for those kind of roles, and he really like puts 150% into it. He will like just act the shit out of being an immature asshole. But there's also other films where I feel like he puts on a more serious side, and he actually makes it work. Like Dog was kind of a mix of that, where he was a little immature, but there was he's also dealing with depression. He acted the shit out of having a seizure. I was like, oh my fucking god, he's having a seizure. I mean, Logan Lucky was great. Hail Caesar, like he has a good catalog of movies. I think he's has a lot of range. So he's one of those actors I do really enjoy seeing him in roles, just because even if the movie isn't like what I expect or isn't that great, I'll enjoy the time I had with Channing.
I'll always have our time together.
We'll always have Magic Mike
and Magic Mike XXL.
If we got you like a 6-foot poster of Magic Mike XXL, would you be able to hang it in your house?
Well, I don't know. It would look kind of weird next to the 12-foot one.
It's like picture in picture.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
I wanted to see how long we could go without mentioning Jesse Plemons. I'm surprised.
Clementine.
Yeah, Plemonade.
Oh, you want to make some Plemonade? What's
all right? Here we go. All right, I got Ben nice and warmed up now.
Wait, he wasn't in this movie.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Oh wait, I'm confusing him with the other movie I saw over the weekend, Jungle Cruise.
That was for 30 minutes ago, David. Sorry, time's up.
But I did also see Jungle Cruise over the weekend.
Wait, he's in that movie?
Yeah, he's like some sort of submarine dude.
He's a prince, like a German prince or something like that. Looking for this.
He has a very German face. I thought you were gonna set that one movie where he's like a. What was it? It's on like
dog?
Netflix, I think. Where he's
Some
like
Power of the Dog.
He's like a millionaire or something, tech billionaire or something.
He is?
I don't know. There's some movie somewhere where he's in it, and it's like a suspense thriller, I think. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Jesse Plemons.
Or we can.
We're here to talk about Channing Tatum.
I'm sorry, I got both. I honestly had both movies confused.
We're here to talk about Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt and the bromance movie that could have been.
It could have been, but they cut it like an hour and 30 minutes short.
We couldn't afford Brad Pitt for the rest of the movie.
Oh man. Imagine if Sandra Bullock got shot instead.
Yeah, only
just an
that'd
hour.
It'd be like a 9.
Bodyguard style, where
I was thinking the whole movie. I was thinking the whole movie. They're like, oh, he's not dead. We didn't see him die. He's not dead.
Yeah,
and then sure enough, I actually sat through the post-credit scene this time.
Yeah, so the post-credit scene was just like, oh yeah, Brad Pitt's not dead, right? Oh, okay.
I think
which leaves the door open for a sequel, right?
I guess. Yeah. I mean, it did do pretty well, so I imagine, let's print some more money.
Yeah, I feel like kind of what Ben was saying about the movie is that it had some cool ideas it could have expanded on. And I think just the whole idea about this, almost like she's like this adventure romance novelist where it's like the thing's coming to life, like she's actually like living it. It almost could have like started like a whole kind of franchise thing, but you know, I don't know if they'll. Who knows? If Brad Pitt's if attached, then I'll watch.
And if not,
then I'll probably still have to watch it if we're still doing this and we have no more to watch.
we're still doing this with it. Okay. All right. Any other thoughts before we go ahead and wrap this one up today?
Wrap Channing Tatum up with a
okay.
nice
All right. Ben, you can go find those condom people that Stu were waiting behind him.
Are you kidding me? Those condoms weren't going to fit Channing Tatum.
XXL. They didn't just give that title away for nothing, David.
All right. Join us next week as we cover in our movie of the week, The Contractor. Oh boy, I just completely blanked. Don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you're getting your podcasts. We're available on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Also, check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/DoseNavCincos. As always, I'm your host, David, and Stu's hiccuping.
Hiccuping. I'm Stuart.
I wish I one of you were Channing Tatum.
I wish I was the Sandra Bullock to your Channing Tatum.
Don't forget to tip your Reiki Master. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, goodbye.
Bye.